Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mandy. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. I hope that you'll stick around, hit that red subscribe button, and become part of our family. So today, no eye makeup on, so we are doing a try on with the brand new Too Faced Pumpkin Palette. You guys, I'm so excited for this palette. I have the other two. We'll do a little bit of comparison at the end with them. I went back and forth, like, do I need it? Do I want to spend the $50 on it? Because this palette is $49, but it is limited edition. I have the other two. I am so bad at the collecting part of makeup that I just was like, you know what? I'm going to get it. But I'm excited that I got it. I don't think I would have had it any other way. It was just like that moment it was released. I'm like, do I get it? I was all anxiety kicked in, and I ended up buying it the next day, which I already knew I was going to, so I don't know why I was fighting myself. Obviously, if I have the other two, I love Too Faced, you know, as their products, not as a brand, but as their products. I mean, it's just, I love their products. Now, their Christmas stuff, I'm not falling for it this year. I bought like almost all their Christmas stuff last year, and I think I've used it maybe 3 times total, and that was pretty much when I got it, is when I was using it. So I don't think I'm going to fall for that this year. Anyhow, I do have some new fall decorations behind me. I think they're super cute. And I like my little pumpkin guy here that I got from CVS. Anyway, we're here for this, so we're going to go ahead and do a try on with the brand new Too Faced Pumpkin Palette. Stay tuned. Once you get her out of the box, this is what she looks like. Very cute, like a pumpkin pie around the outside. The spice is like a gradient from the purple into the yellows. And on the back, that is what it looks like. When you open it up, it does have the regular Too Faced mirror there. And then here are your colors that I am blinding you with. Let's see. Let's do it like that. I mean, it's already shiny as a palette as it is. But there you go. They're so pretty. I haven't touched it. I didn't swatch anything because I wanted it to be a real first impression. And you guys, it was really hard to not touch this in preparation for this. Because I've had this for maybe like 5 days now and haven't touched it, because I got that Natasha Denona palette and I did that. And so now anyway, here we are. We are going to do this. So as always, when I do my get ready with me, I don't like to list everything down below. So I show you what I have on my face already. Here's my little thing. I tried to use a couple different things this time, but of course there are some repeat items. Of course, we have my all-nighter, which I use, it's my ride or die. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation this time around in 5.5. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Glow again. My favorite concealer, the CoverGirl. My Blur Stick, which is almost gone for Milk, so I'm really getting somewhere on that. And then that Laura Mercier primer is almost gone. I have one more use out of this. And then, of course, my Brow Wiz and my Brow Gel. I used the Halo shade, the lightest shade out of the Park Avenue Princess. Of course, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Film and Bronze. Now this, you guys, this is beautiful. I've had this in my collection, but I've never really tried it. I had to peel the sticker off. This is the number 7 Maple Bronzer. This is really pretty, you guys. Look at that. Does it remind you of something? Absolutely. It reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury. So I used that. Then I used my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush right there. And then, of course, my number 7 under my eyes, which I just about dropped and blinded you with. And then I did the Laura Geller Diamond Dust Highlighter. This thing is gorgeous, too. I think that's it. Oh, of course, my MAC Paint Pot, as we do every time. And that's it so far. All right, let me grab my little ears, put my hair back so it's not in the way while we're trying to do this. And we'll go ahead and get started. So like I said, I've already got my eyes primed with my MAC Paint Pot. We are going to be using, of course, a mixture of my blinged brushes, which actually I have the eye brushes down here in front of me, and some of my other regular brushes. So I will try to remember to name them. Hopefully we do. But let's bring you in just a little bit closer so that you guys can actually see what I am doing. Okay, so here we are, up close and personal. So we are going to start off with a transition shade. And let's see. So of course I want to use the green. I really want to use the purple, but I'm going to go for the green today. So I think the best transition for that is going to be the a la mode right down here. And I am going to use my blinged brush E12. It is not clean, but it is swiped off with my color switch that I use. I do need to go and clean my brushes. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Definitely a little bit of kick up, not a whole lot. Oh, I'm glad I said that. Let's get the powder under my face using my Cover FX. I don't think I mentioned that when I did my little, what I'm using. Cover FX, get the stuff underneath my eyes for the fallout, and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know why I always forget that, but I do. So anyway, let's go back into the color a la mode, and we're just gonna lay that down as a transition shade right here, a little bit above. And like I've said before, I have a little bit of room here. My eyelid is hooded, but I do have some room, you know, above from here to the eyebrow. So I try to manipulate that, and then I will put like the lightest shade up here and then work it down into the crease as well to kind of give a little bit of an illusion that my eyelids are bigger. I don't know how well it actually works, but that's what I'm trying to do. I think it looks okay. But yep, we're just gonna sit here and blend this out. Generally, Too Faced shadows, it doesn't take a whole lot to blend out. It is a little bit more work than the Natasha Denona ones, but as you see, it's laying down pretty easy. I don't have hardly any issues, no skipping, and it's just a nice color. Okay, we have that shade laid down, and there is some fallout. So again, I'm very glad that I did use my powder underneath my eyes. Generally, I do my eyes first before I would, but because of filming, obviously, I do it last because I'm not comfortable yet doing my whole entire face online. So I always do my face first when I go to film. But if I'm not filming, I will do my eyes first so that it's easy to wipe the stuff away. Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier so I don't blind you. Okay, so right, where were we? Right here, Spice Spice Baby is what I'm going to kind of put in the crease a little bit farther down. I am using my E3 from the silver set, and we're just going to take that and kind of just go right in the crease, and then I'll work it a little bit more above the crease, and I'll do this and see how my hand is farther back because it makes it so that it's more of a blended out instead of like just laying the shadow down. This will blend it and make it that like airbrush kind of look that you want when you're trying to mesh a couple shades together. So the first shade I put down, I had my brush really my hand really close to the top of the brush because I was laying that shade down. A lot of people don't do that with this shade. They will do the lightening, but I think because I have that space right there, I really want to deposit the color. So, but yes, we're just going to take that right into, it's kind of hard to do without a mirror. Let's see if I can hold this up and not block you guys. There we go. And just kind of take it, oh, I laid down a lot right there. Take it and blend it into that other shade back and forth. A little tiny bit above my crease is where I'm going with it. And it's blending together really nicely, like no issues whatsoever. I do think I need a little bit of a fluffier brush for that blend. So let's see. I'll go in with one of, oh, I just knocked over my brushes. One of my other brushes, which is a lot fluffier, and it is a Moda brush. I don't think it says anything else. It just says crease. And I'm not going to put any extra powder on there. I'm just going to kind of blend that out a little bit because I did go a little heavy-handed on that. But this definitely will make it more airbrushed, again. Okay, those are blended together nicely. Now I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Now I'm going to go just a little bit deeper in that basically outer V area and just that area. And I am going to take this shade right here that's called Spice of Life, right down here. It's more like a purpley dark kind of shade. Or should we actually, you know what? This purple right here would probably look really nice with that green. So we're going to take this purple down here that's called Spice of Life. I guess the other one was Warm and Cozy. So Spice of Life right there. I think that'll mix well with that green. And this is just going to go right in the very V corner of your eye, if you would like to recreate this look. Hopefully you guys can see. And this is laying down really, really nicely for a purple shade. It's not skipping. It looks really good. Super impressed. Super impressed. Wow. You guys see how nice that's laying down? Okay, and like I said, it's just going in this V. I'm just leaving it like that. Repeat it on the other side, and then we will clean up the crease for kind of like a cut crease to lay down the base for that light shade. So, okay, crease is cut, and I go almost all the way over and then just leave the little corner where that purple is. So we're gonna play with the purple too, because I really wanted to play with that. So we're actually gonna put this purple right here in the corners of each eye, and then I will finish off the eye with that green. I think it's gonna be really pretty. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. And I am using my E16 brush for this, and I will use my color switch in between for both. With the outside shade, I am not going to use my glitter glue, but with the inside shade, I will, to help make it pop a little bit brighter, because it is a very light color, so I want it to pop. So I'm going to use the glitter glue for that. So let's lay this down right here in the corner. And there definitely is a lot of fallout, so just beware of that. Yeah, this is going to give that extra little glitter here on the edge that'll make it shine a little bit, especially against that green, I think. And then I'm just going to do that right here on this side as well. And then I'm going to grab my glitter glue so that I can do my green. All right, so let me grab that. I'm going to lay down my glitter glue with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. I think it's perfect size for this, and it is just the NYX glitter glue. And what I do is I put a little bit on my brush, and then I just go and smooth it on my eye. So just like basically glooping it on there, I guess, kind of, but in a matter where it's not going everywhere, obviously. And that way the glue will adhere to that lighter shade and also make it pop. This is also a good thing if you don't have powder under your eyes. You can use this with all your shades. That way there won't be any fallout. It'll definitely stick right to your eye. So it is a glue. It's a tacky substance for something to stick to. And obviously a powder is going to stick really good to that. All right, so the glue is laid down. Now, I'm excited. Let's see what it looks like with that green and see if it pops. So here is the green that I will be using. It is called Fall Vibes. And I am so excited. This is basically what sold the palette to me, was this green and the purple. So there it is on my brush, and let's see how it looks. Oh, it's pretty. It's very pretty. I'm like half tempted to just put it on my finger and put it on there, but we'll lay it down first with the brush, and then I'll go back with my finger and put it down. But it's definitely a really nice color green for sure. Okay, looking good. I have the green and the purple laid down with the glue. I think it's looking really pretty. So now we are going to take, let's see. I like to use my little Moda shader brush for this. And we're gonna go under the eyelash, under the bottom eyelash, with this deep purple to start with, the same that I used in the corner, Spice of Life. And we're gonna take that right in the very corner to kind of meet up with the purple that I had laid down and kind of like bring it up so that it is like faded into it, basically. And I'm only gonna take this to like right where the color of the eye starts. And then I will put a different shade, a lighter shade down on the rest. But see, kind of like that so that it defines your V a little bit more. And do that on this side. Okay, I'm gonna color switch my brush and then I'm going to take, let's do that a la Mode shade the rest of the way over and connect it to that purple shade. That way all the colors kind of match. And then I'll take a fluffy blending brush to blend the two together as well after I get it laid down. Blend them together with this, basically. And it also wipes away any fallout that kind of may have happened from that. But yeah, just basically meshing the two together. And then what I like to do is take a really light shade and kind of place that right in the very inner corner. So I think we will take, you know what, let's live a little and take this Oh My Gourd down here and see what that looks like on the eye. So I'm using my L1, is that what that says? L1. And then we're just gonna take it and put it right here in the corner. It's not really that bright, so I'm probably gonna use something else to brighten it up a little bit more because it's not really doing it for me. I like that to be like shiny. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more on the other side just to kind of even out what I've already done. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the eye look and put some lipstick on, finish everything, and I will be right back, you guys. Okay, guys, here is the finished look. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I went ahead and used a soft lash, which was the Foam Ink Ardell. It just says it's a light lash. And 811, it was a 2-pack, so there's the other one. Oops, and I just threw it on the ground. I used, of course, my Anastasia Icy Pigment in the corner, my brand new Pat McGrath Valletta, V-A-L-L-E-T-T-A nude lipstick. I absolutely love this. I got it on Sephora for like $19 just recently. And my Fenty Gloss in Fussy, ColourPop BFF, and also ColourPop gel liner in Catsuit to kind of give it a pop of green on the bottom of the eye. So that's what I used to finish off the look, and I think it looks amazing. I'm so happy with how it came out. So now let's do just a couple comparisons, like I had said, with swatches. That way, sorry, I was moving things around so I can get these palettes out. That way we can see how close they really are to each other. I did do this with the Natasha Denona palette. So here is the Extra Spicy right here. And then here is, I'm going to try to stack them on top of each other. So we're going to start with the very first one, the second one, to the third one, and see what the three of them look like together. So I know this is kind of hard. So the first one is, wow, this is really hard. First one's on this side, then we have the Extra Spicy, oof, and then we have pumpkin over here. This is really hard. I'm struggling, you guys. let's see. Okay, so here are the 3 palettes together with yeah, with the first one on this side, and then this side is the last one. So we'll do a couple comparisons between the 3 of them. So let's see. Obviously the white shades in the beginning of each palette are going to be really close, so I'm not going to swatch them. So we'll take the kind of like the mauve shades, like, well, let's do the pinky. Well, you know what? There's really not a whole lot as I'm looking at it. So we'll take the brown shades. So in spicy, it's gingerbread. In extra spicy, I'm going to say it's going to be in between the For the Gram or Gingerbread Glam. And then in the new one, pumpkin, I'm going to say Spice Spice Baby. So we have regular spice, extra spicy, and then pumpkin, which, oh, they're close, but they're not the same. I don't want to keep you too long, so we're going to kind of go through this pretty quickly. Let's see. Let's do the kind of, well, like the red pinky shade that everybody's freaking out about. So in spicy, it's Gumdrop. In extra spicy, it's Hot Tamale. And then in pumpkin, it's You Spicy. So it is right there. You can already see they are not the same. So this is spice. This is extra spicy, and then this is pumpkin. I kind of layered them on top of each other, but you can see the tones are slightly different. And then let's do one more. Let's do the orangey ones. So spice is nice, and spicy, and in gingerbread spice, and then extra spicy, it's In a Pinch. And then in pumpkin, it's called Ginger Spice. So there are those 3 shades. Let me put these down before I drop all my palettes. And then we have spice, extra spicy, and pumpkin. So as you see, yes, the shades are pretty similar, but they are different tones. And there are some standout shades in there that are completely different from everything else. So if I was to say if it's worth it to you, if you have the other 2 palettes, you don't necessarily have to have this. I'm sure you can find that green and purple in different palettes. But if you're a collector and you want it, I mean, go for it, because I think it's a great palette. I loved the way that it laid down. I think that they did a better job on the quality this time around. I think they get better every single time. I'm super excited to have this. I definitely do say if you want it, go get it. These do go on sale, but you don't know if they're going to sell out. Maybe Too Faced had gotten wise to it and they didn't order as many. Who knows? But if you really want it, just go do it. If you want to wait, maybe it'll go on sale. But if you don't want to get it and you don't want to spend your money, you definitely can dupe this palette for sure. Maybe I'll be able to have an upcoming video of what palettes you can use to dupe this. If you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments. But thank you guys so much for being here and sharing my first impressions with the new Pumpkin Spice palette, you guys. I am super happy. I got it, as I've said probably about 5-6 times already. So thank you again for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below because it truly helps. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.